Continuation of Mrs. Beck drives a hard bargain. What happened next? Even on the operating table, Georgina was up to her tricks. She was playing tricks even there. She held her breath while the anesthesia mask was on her face, then jumped up when we thought she was asleep. Tristan and I were sweating by the time she was finally went under the operation. I was exhausted by the time I finished. Herriot got tired by the time he finished the operation. I put the sleeping cat into a box and set off. My only hope was that Georgina wouldn't wake up before I reached Rayton. He was hoping that Georgina should not wake up before reaching Rayton. I heard a sigh of relief when I saw Mrs. Beck in her garden. Mrs. Beck took Georgina from me with a cry of honor when she saw the stitches. So Mrs. Beck started to cry when she saw stitches on her cat. "Oh, my darling, what have those nasty men been doing to you?" "She's fine, Mrs. Beck," I said. In front of Herriot itself, she's saying like this. And Herriot said that, "She's fine, Mrs. Beck. She can have some milk tonight and some solid food. There's nothing to worry about." She gave me a sideways glance. "And now I suppose you will want your money." Well, I felt physically and emotionally tired. "Wait there, then. I will get it." She turned and went into the house. I watched her as she came down the path. She was carrying a purse. At the gate, she stopped and looked at me. 10 shillings, wasn't it?" "That's right," said Herriot. She rummaged in the purse of some time before pulling out a 10-shilling note. She was searching. Rummaged is like searching. She sighed. "What an expensive treatment." Tentatively, I began to extend my hand, but she pulled the note. She just pulled the note away. "Just a minute, I'm forgetting something. You have to take these stitches out, don't you?" "Yes, in 10 days. I'll take the stitches in 10 days, said Herriot. "Well, there's plenty of time then. You'll be here again, right?" "Here again? But you can't expect me to. I can't be here again and all." "Yes," Herriot said. "I always think it is unlucky to pay before a task is finished. What if something happened to Georgina?" So this lady, she doesn't want to give money to Herriot. So she was saying that she always thinks that it is an unlucky way to pay before a task is finished. What if something happened to her cat? She replaced her money and snapped the purse. She just put the money back and she just snapped the purse. And halfway up the path, she looked over her shoulder and smiled. "I will pay you when you come back after 10 days. Yeah? When you come back after 10 days, I will pay you this." So she didn't pay the money. Author of the story is James Alfred Wade, 1916 to 1995, known by his pen name James Herriot. So he is James Herriot. He was a veterinary surgeon and a writer. Children, see, he is not only a veterinary surgeon, he is also a writer. He used his many years of experience as a veterinary surgeon to write books with stories about animals and their owners. He is best known for his semi-autobiographical works, All Creatures Great and Small, All Things Bright and Beautiful, and All Things Wise and Wonderful. This text is a humorous account of Herriot's encounter with a widow whose cat needed an operation. The widow who bullied the speaker and tried to take advantage of his politeness, and her ill-tempered and uncooperative cat give the speaker a very hard time. So this is the story of Mrs. Beck drives a hard bargain. Thank you, children.